Hello, welcome back everyone. It's another great episode of 영어회화 Situation 130 on EBS English TV everyone. My name is 유도한다.
Yes, welcome back to Situation 130 on EBSe 영어회화. I am Jennifer Clyde. It's time for Unit 77 and we'll be talking about what you were like in your teens. 바로 사춘기 때 어땠는지에 대해서 이야기를 해볼 텐데요. I think we probably will have a lot to talk about.
자, teenager, in your teens 다 비슷한 말로 보실 수 있겠는데요. 10대 때, 우리가 청소년기 때 혹은 사춘기 때 어땠었는지 what you were like in your adolescent years
Yeah.
그렇게 얘기도 하죠. 선생님 어떠셨나요? 10대 때 did you cause a lot of trouble or were you a good kid? Were you a bad kid? What were you like?
I would say I was a pretty good girl.
You were?
I didn't cause any trouble at school or at home, so yes, I was a good girl.
Were you a
good
straight A student?
Not a straight A student, but I was a B average student.
B average.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
My grades were okay back in high school and middle school, but I did cause a little bit of trouble in my earlier years of high school, I think. That's when my hormones kind of kicked in. And that was my adolescent years, as I believe. 저도 이제 고등학교 1, 2학년 때 좀 사춘기였던 것 같아요. 그래서 부모님 속을 좀 썩혀드렸고요. I did give my parents a hard time. And but after that, I think I behaved quite well. But I did have those several years, maybe 2 or 3 years, that wasn't the best of my life, I think. Well, anyway, I'm sure we all have those moments in our lives. 우리가 다 이제 10대 사춘기 거칠 때 어떤 경험들 다 있을 것 같습니다. 오늘 그런 것들을 이제 영어로 어떻게 표현하고 설명하면 좋은지 오늘 회화 내용 속에서 다 배울 예정이죠?
Yes, if you're ready, let's take you into our dialogue. Okay, now today we'll be listening to a dialogue between Jisoo and Tim. Basically, they are each talking about what they were like when they were a lot younger, especially in their teens, right? So when they were in school, perhaps in middle or high school, but I think they're focusing more on their high school years. So Jisoo asks Tim whether he was a good boy, right? What he was like when he was a teenager. And Tim answers by saying that he gave his parents a hard time. I guess he caused a lot of trouble, right? And also, Jisoo talks about how she was a pretty good girl and she had decent grades in school. Okay, listen very carefully to the dialogue.
What were you like as a teenager, Tim?
Oh, I gave my parents a hard time. I was quite rebellious. I didn't listen to my parents.
Did you get into a lot of trouble?
Kind of. My mom had to come to school sometimes. How were you when you were in your teens?
I was a good girl. I didn't cause any trouble.
So I guess you were a straight A student.
No, not really. My grades were not that good. I think I was an average B student.
That's good enough.
네, 사춘기 때 여러분이 말썽을 많이 부리셨는지 안 부렸는지 성적은 좋았는지 보통이었었는지 기타 등등 이야기 이와 같이 하실 수 있습니다. 자, 한 주씩 살펴보면서 여러분이 쓸 수 있는 문장들 하나씩 살펴보죠. 자, 일단 지수가 이렇게 얘기하죠. What were you like as a teenager? Tim 하면서 질문을 하죠. What were you like? 라고 하면 거기까지가 일단 어땠니?가 되겠죠. What, 무엇, like, 이었니? 자, What were you like as a teenager 그랬으니까 10대 때 청소년으로서 정도가 덧붙여지는 겁니다. 그래서 너 어렸을 때 10대 때 혹은 사춘기 때 어땠었니? 라고 묻는 말이죠. 자, 큰 소리로 같이 한번 해보시기 바랍니다. What were you like as a teenager? What were you like as a teenager? 자, 그 teenager 자리에요. 여러분 kid 같은 거 넣을 수도 있겠고요. child 같은 거 넣을 수도 있겠죠. What were you like as a child? What were you like as a kid? 어렸을 때, 자, 어렸을 때 어땠었니? 물어보는 겁니다. 자, 그랬더니요. 팀이 이렇게 얘기하죠.